On to race 7, second last on the programme, and the 7th, the Perfect Gear Handicap, Class 3 over the 1,200 metres, headed by Perfect Glory. At a perfect debut, still unbeaten, 4 from 4 before he arrived, 1 from 1 now here in Hong Kong. Prince Harmony, a 4-time course and distance winner. California Archer, a roll forward from barrier 12. Cheeky B makes his debut. He's 1 from 1 in New Zealand. Double Valentine was beaten favourite behind Perfect Glory last time out. Star of Joy behind Shanghai Master last time. And Powermax goes up in class. He's actually odds-on favourite last time out, beaten. That was in Class 4. He's up into Class 3 now. Winning Ways and Daring Fit have been up at Chung Fa. Came back on the 19th of the month, and Daring Fit the end of September, Brad.
Worth noting, Cheeky B has some pace, but he has been a little slow out in his trials. And also worth noting that Winning Ways has won a couple of trials in preparation for this. Both of those actually at Chun Fa, but the speed should come from wider out. California Archer, Prince Harmony, Star of Joy, Powermax. It'll be a solid tempo here.
Here is Cheeky B, and he's 1,000 pounds, so he's not the biggest horse around, but he's got a little bit of an engine there, as you can see. He's moving nicely. Douglas White aboard here, ride him on race day for Barrier 1. He's had 2 trials, but neither have been at Happy Valley, so that was a little query about him. Star of Joy, another maiden, still here in Hong Kong, but it's been running some pretty good races recently. He'll come in with a lightweight as well, with Dylan Moe aboard from Barrier 4, so he's going to get his opportunity as a Star of Joy. And Powermax, now he just got bobbed out last start. He was right there, and Flying Force got him right on the line, but no problems from him, and he looks good with a lightweight as well.
All right, we'll have a look at Powermax in a second or so. First up, though, let's hear from Chad Schofield once more with last start winner, Perfect Glory.
Perfect Glory, Chad. You'd ridden him in his first trial here in Hong Kong. Went around as an $18 chance at his debut last time. Were you surprised by what he did?
I was, to be honest. Didn't really know what to expect. I knew he was obviously unbeaten in Australia in weaker races, but come to Hong Kong and win a Class 3 at his first run in Hong Kong, it's very tough for horses to do, but he did it in an impressive fashion. So he's now going to have to carry a top weight, but we've drawn nicely again, so hopefully there's speed up front and we can attack the line like he did last time.
Do you think he's capable of being able to win with this top weight?
Well, if he's got the ability, like I think he does, he can. He's not the biggest horse, so it's a lot of weight for him, but he's got a bit of class.
You mentioned he's not the biggest horse. Did cop a bit of interference last time out. Were you impressed by the way that he was able to shrug that off and keep on going to come away and win?
Yeah, he showed a lot of determination to put his head and get himself squeezed through that gap. It was very tight, and it did not bump him around a fair bit, so it was a good effort to the horse, and yeah, I was impressed.
Yeah, it's a super win, I think. Perfect Glory. Enjoy watching that again. Got very tight in the closing stages. So we'll move on, though. Star of Joy and Smart Boy. We'll have a look at next.
Yeah, 2 different types, aren't they? Smart Boy gets back, closes well. Star of Joy, front-running type, who I think is going really well this season for Danny Shum. He is still a maiden, but I liked him going into this. I thought he was beaten by a nice horse, obviously, in 80-80, and following this, came out and ran a very good second behind Shanghai Master. So Perfect Glory is the horse to beat, but I'll stick fat with my Star of Joy.
Yeah, I've got him in there. Star of Joy, I think he's running well.
Jade Theatre's a good form reference through those two races as well, to finish just in behind the winner. Next one we're going to have a look at here is Powermax. Now finishing second, 1,200 metres the trip, goes up in class, but there's a lot of money for him this night. Yeah,
and look, he just got beaten right in the post. He was odds on this, and he's got a really low barrier. He's going to get a really nice run. We know he likes it here at Happy Valley. He's a 3-time winner. He is up in grade. He's been placed twice in the grade, but I think he'll get his opportunity from a low draw and a lightweight. So I'm going to stick with him. I think he might pay an each-way price as well.
Yep, the lightweight's positive. He was a little sluggish to move through the first half of the race, but got going towards the end.
All right, OK. Winning Ways, the next one we can see. Now, this is at Chung Fa, back at the start of the month.
Yep, 1,000-metre trials look a little different there at Chun Fa, but I wanted to show this because he's actually won 2 trials. Eddie Lai actually went all the way to Chun Fa and rode him in one of these trials. He's done obviously very little in his first prep behind Double Valentine and Patch Baby, beaten big margins, but he does look to be slightly improved. Market suggests at the moment that he's going to go around at a decent enough price, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was a slight improver.
Yeah, I'll wait till I see him do it on the track. It's disappointing the first 2 starts.
OK, Cheeky B, an interesting first start here in Hong Kong. 4-year-old by Niagara, 1 from 1 in New Zealand.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be surprised if he ran a bit of a race, actually, Cheeky B from barrier 1. I haven't got him in the numbers, but his trial, he's only had the 2 trials. I didn't put him in because he hasn't been to Happy Valley, and I'm just unsure how he's going to handle the lights and that for the first time. But his trials have been OK, and his work's been OK.
Yep, I didn't put him in. I actually thought Winning Ways might be the better choice of the 2 that'll be a reasonable price, but anything can happen at the Valley.
Yeah, Cheeky B used to race under the same name for Mark Forbes in New Zealand. Perfect Glory, our favourite to go back to back, Paul.
Yeah, I've got him in for second. He's just up in weight, second up. So I just thought Power Max with this really light weight meets him a lot better in conditions. So I went with Power Max to beat Perfect Glory. He's obviously an impressive win. Double Valentine's an improved horse, and he's been going nicely and consistently the last couple of starts, and he's a very fit horse going to this, third up, and Star of Joy. So I went 12, 1, 8 and 11, but 12 each way for me.
I've gone with the 11, which is Star of Joy. I'll stick with him. I thought he ran well. First up, ran well in defeat. Last start, drawn well. Claim again for Dylan Moe. Perfect Glory looks to have probably a fairly decent engine from what we saw on debut. Could be easily a Class 2, Class 1 horse possibly. But I'll tip against him on this occasion. And then 12 Power Max. And Daring Fit ran really well first up. Ordinary run second up behind Super Rich, but had excuses. Paul's taken the blinkers off. He's drawn low, has lightweight too. So 11, 1, 12, 10.
All right, we've all got the 1 and the 12 in, so the top and the bottom weight will fight it out, but Perfect Glory for me. One more race to go then, race number 8, plus all the best bets. That's up next.